Hello and welcome, everybody. We are live from Fort Mill, South Carolina. You're in the zone. That is the TNA Wrestling Fan Zone. For your information, your previews, your news, and predictions all about TNA Wrestling. Now, let us welcome our TNA Wrestling Fan Zone superstars.
Whoa, whoa, we on the night. Yeah, come on the night. We on the night. Yeah, we on the night. That's right. Are you ready? Here we go. Let's get it started. Illuminate the darkness. You know who go the hardest. I roll out the red carpet. The night is strong and it belongs to us. Yeah. The time has come. Now raise them up. When we hit the streets, it's a main event. Like we landed on the moon. Nothing been the same since. Now let the limelight shine bright. We're in our prime at the time of our life. We on the night. Yeah. Hear us screaming louder. Can you see the fire in our eyes? Come on. We on the night. Walk among the giants in a den of lions. It's our time. That's right. We on the night. We on the night. We on the night. Living to the fullest like who dodged your bullets on racing, car chasing, amazing. We everywhere, doing everything. Don't blink, you don't wanna miss a thing. Let's go. Living to the fullest like who dodged your bullets on racing, car chasing, amazing. We everywhere, doing everything. Don't blink, you don't wanna miss a thing. We on the night. Yeah, we on the night. That's right. We on the night. We on the night. We on the night.
All right, what is up, everybody? My name is Michael Miner, and as you guys can see, I am from the Gaming Slam Zone 34, and I'm still your reigning, defending Slam Zone prediction heavyweight champion. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I know our prediction went to a tie, but I am still your champion here tonight. And tonight, we are going to review Rebellion from last Sunday night. It was an incredible or last Saturday night. So I do apologize for that. It was an incredible pay-per-view. So let's go ahead and who's here? Okay, bring on whoever's in here. Just go ahead, bring him in. Hit a button. Thank you. Really got Eric Young in here. Really. Eric Young is so stupid. Where's the boo button when you need it right now?
Eric, cut my music. What it, Eric?
Computer doesn't have a boo button.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Impact Wrestling Rebellion Review Show. I am your true King of England champion, your true Greasy Revolution World's Heavyweight Champion. That my belt got stole from me from a stupid elf from the North Pole named Bob. Well, you know, I'll get to that.
The builder.
You know what? Shut up, Michael. Shut up. Okay? I had to deal with you each and every week on Brace for the Impact, and now I have to deal with you.
Ooh, get over yourself.
So just shut up. Well, shut up. I'm trying to do my introduction here. Okay? And I am your EOW World Champion of the world. And also, ladies and gentlemen, I am the leader of the Greasy Revolution, Fatback Greasy. But ladies and gentlemen, you seen what happened on Brace for the Impact. Everyone's seen my promo that I made declaring, demanding that I need my title shot at Megaversary against Bob the Elf to get my Greasy Revolution World's Heavyweight Championship back to where it belongs, to the Greasy Revolution. And guess what happened? I demanded that by the end of the show. I wanted the owner's answer at the end of the show. Did I get it? No, I didn't. Because you know why? Somehow the owner got beat down and laid out in his own office. And everybody's
what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to. You got your title shot.
Well, he should have left a note or something. He should have left a note. He should have wrote something telling me, do I get my shot or not? But no, he was laid out, and a masked man showed up and told to shut the camera off at the end of the show, and I didn't get my answer. Who gives a crap about a masked man? I don't. They think they can run into this company thinking they can run this show. The Greasy Revolution runs this show, Michael, and I want my Greasy Revolution World Heavyweight Championship shot right now.
That's what I do. Play the world smiles violin for you.
And
What do you say?
And you know what? You know what, Michael? I heard what you had to say to me on Brace for the Impact. You told Billy Bob that I looked like a video game character.
You kind of do.
How? Just say how did I look like I don't look like a video game character. I am Fatback Greasy. I'm the leader of the Greasy Revolution. So you all you need to do is shut your big mouth. So go ahead and tell me how I look like a video game character from a stupid video game.
I know you just do. You just look like a video game character from some video game. I can't remember what I said, but
I can tell you what you said. You called me an Assassin's Creed video game character.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Yes, you did. You look like some freaking Assassin's Creed character. When you were out in some weird looking shed, you were just sitting here pounding on things. You look like a freaking one of those characters from Assassin's Creed. I think the third one, no, second one. I can't remember which Assassin's Creed, but you did.
No, I didn't. I'm going to get that point right now.
Look at the video, ladies and gentlemen, and do a comparison picture. The person, it looks like the person with the hoodie compared to with one of the characters from Assassin's Creed. And you'll see, it does reflect on that. Okay.
Are you serious right now, Michael?
Yes,
I'm serious. Very serious? Well, you know what? You know what? I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it right now. I want my championship. I want my match at Megaversary. Where is the dumb owner, Travis Neely? Where is he at?
He had to go talk with board of directors to get ready for 2K22, and that's where he is today. I thought he was supposed to be here tonight, but they have to have you here, so he must be with the board of directors right now.
Well, I'm getting my shot at Megaversary or else. And let's also talk about something that happened on Brace for the Impact before we get into the Rebellion review. Michael Miner, you have been challenged by Michael Scars for the newly named Impact Wrestling World Championship, Impact Wrestling Slam Zone World Championship at Megaversary. You versus Scars at Megaversary? What's your thoughts on this?
I'm going to beat him. I'm going to take his belt, and I'm going to show the world that I can be a double champion here on this show, because if you notice, I'm the prediction heavyweight champion, and becoming the Impact Wrestling Fan Zone World's Heavyweight Champion. I'll feel like $1 million.
Well, whatever. I don't give a crap of who wins that.
Whatever. Wanna sing together? I'll be there and you'll be near. Then that's my dear on dear. Whatever. Go sing together. I'll be there and you'll be near. Then that's my dear on dear.
You're full of jokes again, right? You're just full of jokes, okay? I've been through the dumb jokes of Scarface. He plants his stupid flowers. He does his stupid cartoons. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a big announcement at the end of this show. I'm getting word from Eric Young that we're going to have a big
Shakira is here
for our pay-per-view, free preview of the month of May. So stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. Megaversary will be happening in June, so stay tuned. It's going to be an amazing Megaversary 11-year anniversary show right here on Impact Wrestling Slam Zone. But I'm getting tired of everything around here, Michael. I really am. You probably don't care that I lost my belt, right? You don't give a crap, do you?
No.
Why?
I kind of don't.
Oh, so you're big friends of the elf named Bob?
Yeah, I'm on the nice list. You're just on the naughty list. That's maybe why. I mean, you have to be nice to Bob the Elf, and he'd give you something nice, like the title back. But no, you had to be naughty, so he had to take the title away from
But it's so dumb, Michael. I got beat by an elf this year for my Greasy Revolution Championship. Last year, in the
you. Got beat
month
up Santa
of
Claus.
2021, I got beat by Santa Claus.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Why is the North Pole coming after the Greasy Revolution? I've already done
I know. Don't know. Maybe next. Maybe this year might get beat by a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I don't know.
Well, I've done called the Queen about this, Michael. I'm sick of it. I've called the Queen. She's got everybody in England trying to help me get my championship back. Everybody in England loves Fatback Greasy, and you know what, Michael?
It doesn't exist anymore because she has retired.
I still know
Elizabeth
has the castle, Michael. That's
she ain't in the castle anymore. She's gone.
What?
She has retired from the castle, so she's no longer the queen. She is just Elizabeth.
Oh, shut up! Just shut up. We gotta get going, ladies and gentlemen. We'll talk more on this developing story at the end of the show. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get started, shall we? Michael Crap Minor here.
He's up here done being a crybaby.
Ladies and gentlemen,
button when you need a crybaby one. God, I wish there was a button I'm not a crybaby.
It was a great weekend for Fatback Greasy. We'll get to that in just a few minutes. But ladies and gentlemen, we will start off with the Countdown to Rebellion pre-show. It starts off with the leader of Honor No More, Eddie Edwards, taking on Chris Bay. This match was originally supposed to be Eddie Edwards taking on Jonathan Gresham, but it didn't happen because of dumb Tony Khan wants to pull his stars from Ring of Honor. Oh, they can't be on a televised pay-per-view if they're under contract to me. What a load of junk that is. That's all I got to say about that. Your thoughts, Michael?
Yeah, I thought it was dumb, but it's whatever.
You're the AEW guy, so
hey, I'm not called AEW anymore, so
well, it is what it is. But ladies and gentlemen, this was an awesome match. I'll go ahead and say what happened here. Edwards plants Chris Bay to the mat, and also Tiger Driver into a pin there for 2. Edwards connects with a back stunner. I thought that was it, but it wasn't. Then Bay reverses into the Blue Thunder Bomb into a cutter, and then Edwards takes advantage and hits the Tiger Driver, followed by the Die Hard Driver to put Bay away. I really wanted Chris Bay to win this for the Bullet Club because Honor No More is just the storyline is just going downhill to me. Your thoughts, Michael, on this match and Eddie Edwards taking the win here on the pre-show?
It was good to see Eddie Edwards taking the win. I mean, Chris Bay not doing so good with the Bullet Club, getting their first loss of the night, but yeah.
All right, then. Our next, the main event of the countdown to the pre-show. Let me go ahead and get the camera up and ready to go for the celebration because it was for the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions of the world. Tenille Dashwood and Madison Rayne defends their tag team titles against the dumbest tag team in the women's division in Impact Wrestling, the Inspiration. Anyway, Cassie Lee and Jessie McKay. And you know what? This was an incredible match, ladies and gentlemen. I love this match. It was the pace quickens as McKay meets Ryan head to head in the middle of the ring. And then McKay takes out the other members of the Influence with some unique offenses. Rain sends McKay crashing into her own partner. Dashwood hits the spotlight kick on Lee for a very close near fall. Lee hits Dashwood with her signature spin kick, but it wasn't enough, only a 2 count. The Influence counter the Idolizer into the collab to retain the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Champions of the world. And it was amazing because Tenille Dashwood threw the belt in the ring, distracted the referee while Madison can attack the Inspiration, and it didn't kind of work out. But after that, Tenille got in there, threw one of Inspiration out. Madison Rayne hit the pin. They hit their both of their finishers. Tenille, and it was awesome. It was the best ever. The knockout. Come on, Michael. Here we go. Right here. Get it right. I'm going to show it right here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Right here. Right here. Michael, look at it. Right here. Right here, Michael. Right here.
I'm not looking at it. Nope.
Right here. Madison Rayne banner. Right here. And look at it right here. It's signed by Madison Rayne. That's right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's a celebration. And still, ladies and gentlemen, put that hashtag there. Madison Rayne, hashtag the hot fry of Impact Wrestling, is still Knockouts Tag Team Champions. And you see, also last night on EOW Clash of the Titans 2, she also beat Rachel Rodriguez when I was in her corner as well. So it was just a big weekend of celebration, ladies and gentlemen. So your thoughts, Michael Miner, on your losers, the Inspiration, your loser girls losing like they always do. And, what was they trying to be? Catwoman on Rebellion? It's so stupid. That's the stupidest outfit I've ever seen in my life. But your team is losers. They will never get a shot ever again.
Match was garbage. Your girls are cheaters. I'm done for the night. For that.
You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to ask why your team lost. Are you upset right now? You should tweet. You should tweet your team and ask them why did they lose.
I just might someday.
Well, it's a celebration. Hashtag and steal.
Hashtag cheaters.
So we're going to move on to the opening match of the main card on Rebellion. It was a triple threat match. Jay White of the Bullet Club taking on Steve Macklin and Chris Sabin. What a match this was. It started off with Chris Sabin and Steve Macklin starting off the match because Jay White was like, I'm out. I don't want nothing a part of it right now. He just circled the ring and let Chris Sabin and Steve Macklin go at it. They went at it, and then the match was awesome spots all through the match. We had White came back at the end to get Macklin, but Macklin catches White into a crosshairs, but he attempts to do the same to Sabin. And there was also one part of the match where Macklin went to go spear Chris Sabin, and then he was going to go back to the other corner to do the same thing, but Jay White moved out of the way, and Macklin just flew right out of the ring, close to the where David Penzer was sitting. Your thoughts on that, Michael?
Wow, that was crazy.
And then the Motor City Machine Gun or Chris Sabin avoids the incoming assault, sending Macklin flying to the floor. Sabin encounters the Blade Runner from White into a roll up for 2, and then Sabin tried to hit his cradle shot, which he did on White. But then Macklin, after being thrown, he was thrown over to the where David Penzer was setting. He finally got back in the ring, and after Chris Sabin hit that cradle shot, he actually stole the pin from Chris Sabin, and Chris Sabin, and Macklin sneaks in and got the pin on Sabin to score the victory. Can you believe this, Michael? After Sabin hit the
that was crazy.
Jay White, he pinned Sabin after with a roll up. Was crazy.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I was sitting off the edge of my seat. I was like, okay, whoa! All of a sudden, here comes Macklin. I'm like, wow, nice job there, Macklin.
That was an awesome match, well put together, great storytelling. Then we go backstage to Josh Alexander's wife, Jennifer, tells him not to worry about her and their son tonight, telling Josh Alexander this. It's all this just hyping him up to get ready for his match. Scott D'Amore comes in and tells Alexander words of encouragement, blah blah blah. But then we move on. Your thoughts on that before we move on, Michael?
Same old, same old.
So we move on to the AAA Reina del Reyes champion and ROH Women's champion Deonna Purrazzo defending the AAA title against the return of Taya Valkyrie. And by the way, Michael, let's go ahead and let's talk about this. This is Taya Valkyrie's return to Impact Wrestling after being in prison for a whole year after she shot Larry D back in 2020 or something like that.
That thing is done, over with, and dead.
But she was in jail for that long. Can you believe it?
Good for her. Maybe why they did that is because she was leaving. Yeah.
She went to jail in Connecticut.
I don't care.
Which where jail is. It's called WWE.
Mm-hmm.
But ladies and gentlemen, she finally got. I wonder who bailed her out of jail. Do you know that? Do you know who bailed her out?
I think Johnny WrestleCon did it.
Oh, for real? All right. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, but this was an awesome match. It was great. In the middle of the match, you had Valkyrie and Deonna Purrazzo. They were like going at it, and then they were like screaming at one another. Like Valkyrie says, "Come on!" I'm like, okay. But Purrazzo was trying to keep her title. At the end, Purrazzo launches herself off the top, but Valkyrie counters into a mid-air power bomb. Valkyrie successfully hits her road to Valhalla to dethrone the champ and become your new AAA Reina de Reyes champ. I thought this match should have went on a little bit longer than what it was. I thought it was over when Deonna hit that armbar on Valkyrie there at the beginning a little bit of the match, and I was like, oh, she's going to tap. It's over. But Michael Miner, your winner is Taya Valkyrie. She got back her title she never lost because she was stripped of the AAA title because she went to WWE a few years ago. So now she's finally got her title back, and Deonna Purrazzo is not the champ anymore.
Nope. She is only a Ring of Honor Women's Champion. Yeah, it's good to see Taya Valkyrie get that title. Now she can go back to Mexico with it, and we already think I think I already know that Deonna Purrazzo is going to get her rematch remember, ladies and gentlemen, coming up real soon is Triple Mania 30. It's coming up pretty soon, so you already know she'll get her rematch for the title.
And the big question I want to ask you, Michael, do you see is this Taya Valkyrie's only time back in Impact, or do you think she will be back for a couple more appearances, or do you think she'll be full time soon? Or your thoughts on this?
I don't know with the whole situation thing, but if it does, it'd be awesome to see her back in Impact. To do full time stuff or maybe doing part time because with her doing stuff with AAA now being the AAA Reina's champion now, or I don't know why they just don't call it the AAA Women's Championship, but I digress with that. But yeah, it's good to see her back, but hopefully she can come back again for Slammiversary.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome to see her at Slammiversary. And we'll
This
talk
guy
more
would be
about we'll talk more about Slammiversary in just a little bit after this review. Now we go backstage with Gia Miller interviews Knockouts World Champion Tasha Steelz ahead of her first pay-per-view title defense against Rosemary. That's the thing there. They say this is her first pay-per-view title defense. She's defended it on the last Impact special that we had at Sacrifice. But I just think those are pay-per-views too. I mean, they call them Impact Plus specials, but to me, they're still pay-per-views. But I understand because it's on Impact Plus. This is actual pay-per-view. So I kind of guess I understand it. But Tasha Steelz sends a warning to the demon assassin and vows to claim victory. And you've seen Tasha Steelz had this awesome new gear. She had face paint over her eyes, and she had a mouth that looked like a lion. Her whole gimmick at Rebellion was she was portraying Scar from the Lion King, which that was awesome. I love that. I'm a big fan of the Lion King. I loved how she made her gear look like Scar and made her hair look like a lion's mane. It was really puffy, like an afro type. How she did it, that was so cool. How she did that, but yeah. So that happened, and then we move on to the X Division Championship match. Trey Miguel defends his X Division Championship against Mike Bailey and Ace Austin. And this is the second triple threat match of the night. And welcome back, Michael. I was just talking about Tasha Steelz' interview she did backstage, and she had her new look portraying Scar from the Lion King.
Yeah. I know Michael Scars will get mad at that because that's his thing. But anyways, well, he's not a character from the Lion King, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot call him that, but I can call him that. He looks like a character from the movie Lion King. But anyways, yeah, it was cool to see her wear that kind of stuff. I mean, being the Puerto Rican badass, I thought maybe she would go more Puerto Rican, like a badass kind of look. But having Scar from Lion King, I guess she's a big fan of Lion King.
Yep. So now we're into the X Division championship match. Now, to me, this triple threat match was way better than the opening triple threat match, in my opinion.
Yep.
We had some awesome spots in this match. We had, Trey Miguel hitting his move off the top rope, that double knee off the top rope. That was awesome to see. I thought that was over then. It wasn't over. Bailey hit his stupid kicks. That is so dumb, which we've already talked about that for several shows here. But at the end, Miguel hits Bailey with that move that I was just talking about, that double knee off the top rope. Austin pulls the referee out of the ring, and then Austin spikes Miguel with the fold to win the match and become your new X Division champion, and a shocker. I didn't.
Right.
I know Travis Daly picked Ace Austin to win, but I really didn't see Ace Austin winning this. I thought Trey Miguel would have retained here. But man, congratulations to Ace Austin in this epic match. Your thoughts on this situation, Mike, on this match. And also there was also a scary moment where Trey Miguel went to hit a explosive DDT onto the floor on Mike Bailey,
Mhm.
and his foot caught the end of the apron. But man, he hit it perfect. If nothing happened. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oof, that had to hurt. But yeah, I was shocked to see that win. But congratulations to Ace Austin. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with him now as the champion.
Exactly. Like I'm guessing that maybe Trey Miguel gets his rematch clause. I'm guessing on a future Impact episode, because
Yeah,
I don't really want to see a one-on-one match. I know everybody was, I would say, Ultimate X, but everybody's like, oh, it doesn't happen. Trey done defended it
yeah.
at diverse of matches. Well, let's have something come back. If it can't happen at Slammiversary, let's have something come back, Michael. Let's have Lockdown come back, and
Yeah,
let's
there
have
you go.
the Division escape match. Let's have the escape match come back.
I would right then and there. I wasn't a big fan of that whole the X Division escape match. I wasn't really a big fan of it back in the day. It was more just boring. The only way to win is to climb all the way to escape some hole. And you've had so many people have so many issues trying to get out of there. And
You're
oh no,
you're
that's the asylum match. Never
That's
mind.
the asylum match. I was about to correct you on that.
Okay.
No, the escape match that happens at Lockdown, where you have to climb over the top to win the championship, and it's six
Oh
people in the
yeah.
match.
Yeah, that'd be awesome to see.
Yeah, nobody wants to see the asylum match where that headache it was on that live Impact where Homicide
Yeah.
couldn't get out of the top of the cage. The only person ever could get out of the top of that asylum match was Jay Lethal. Nobody else
Yeah.
could do it. If anyone wants to see Jeff Jarrett's podcast, he goes over how bad that asylum match turned out on that live Impact on the Monday Night War Impact that was live. So go in and tune in to Jeff Jarrett's podcast. He was trying to tell everyone that Homicide couldn't do it, but nobody listened to him because Jarrett
Nope.
wasn't in power at that time anymore. It was Dixie Carter. She didn't care what he had to say, in my opinion. But but anyway, Michael, your thoughts? What do you want to see as the next Ace Austin's next title defense? What kind of match? What do you want to see either at Under Siege or Slammiversary, the big anniversary show?
I would like to see now. This will be a first time ever for me. Um, I would love to see the King of the X Division match, a little bit like they do with the King of the Mountain match, but with the X Division title. Because I know a lot of people will say, "Hey, it should just come back for the world title. Oh, they should do one for the women's." Yeah, I could see them doing one for the women's, the knockouts title and that kind of stuff, but I would love to see a King of the X Division type match. I mean, they could do so many things with that shark cage. They could do a lot of flips, a lot of maneuvers with that type match. I would kind of like to see that happen.
Yeah, that would be cool to see. Any other thoughts before we move on?
No, I'm good. Yeah, that's one of the only thing I want to see happen.
So next, Honor No More was backstage, and they claimed that the Impact World Tag Team titles are coming to them after the Elimination Tag Team Challenge match later in the night. Your thoughts on this? I don't know. I'm not a fan of their promos. The only guy I like in Honor No More is Vincent. So that's all I care about. I like him, but that nobody else.
Yeah, me too.
And then after Michael, we have this video package, a bizarre video package called EGV coming soon. And everybody is saying that is the weirdest package and who is it when he's and Tom Phillips, Tom Hannafan, whatever y'all want to call him nowadays, he says that this guy's got a hit list, and it had Josh Alexander on one of the pictures.
Yep.
Michael, you might have some insight on this. So go ahead. What did you think about this video package and your thoughts on who it could be?
Yeah, the video package was really weird. I had to sit back and watch the video on Twitter. Seen a lot of the replies, a lot of people saying it has to be Sammy. It has to be Sammy Callahan because the EGV means everything. If you saw the code on there, it looked exactly says Ohio. So I'm the whole Ohio versus everyone or everything type deal. I would love to see. I'm thinking it's got to be Sammy Callahan coming back because he had a hit list of Josh Alexander, and I think he had another picture of somebody. I don't know who he had a picture of, but Eddie Edwards. Because remember, Eddie Edwards was um, Sammy Callahan's first victim. Because remember what happened with that chair to the eye when he hit him with the baseball bat and the thing slipped and the bottom of the piece of the chair or the bat hit Eddie Edwards in the eye. So it's got to be Sammy Callahan. And you now with Josh Alexander's picture on it, meaning he wants to go after him for the title. So we'll get into what I think is going to be the outcome going into the next big pay per view, which is we all know what it is coming up in June, which we'll talk about that pretty soon too. We'll talk about that little package that they were doing. But yeah, I cannot wait to. I think it has to be Sammy, no matter what.
And a lot of people are saying that they looked it up that the alphabetic letters reveals that it's 7 or like what is it 5 7 22. So I don't know that is that's
That's
the
like in May.
that's
That's
the night of Under Siege.
yep.
So do you think that he's going to show up
Mm-hmm.
Under Siege or Slammiversary?
I think he'll show up right at the end of the main event.
At Under Siege?
Yeah, which we'll talk about more of that in the after the main event and what I think is
Right.
going to be at Under Siege and then going into the next big pay per view.
Right. All right. We'll talk about that then. But yeah, that's interesting. That is really, really interesting with Sammy Callahan, if that is him. So we're going to move on to a dogfight match, if that's what you want to call it, the title of this match. Jonah, the top dog, taking on the Stone Pitbull himself, Tamara Haro Ishii from New Japan Wrestling. Michael, before I get into the match, your thoughts on your opinion on this match?
I thought it was. I think this match was really cool to see. Ishii from Impact from New Japan Pro Wrestling because remember he was on that episode of Rampage. So to see if this, we'll just have to see. We'll talk more about it after the match is over.
Yeah, exactly. So Jonah he connects with a thunderous Jonah bomb, but it's not enough to put Ishii down. Jonah spears Ishii, but crashes and burns on the follow up. And then Ishii, let's see, Ishii gets Jonah up for the brainbuster, and for the brainbuster to get the win here. So Tamaha Ishii shockingly defeats Jonah. That was cool to see. I thought Jonah was going to win this, Michael.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought Jonah will win that match, but it was good to see Ishii win a match because remember he was at Rampage and lost Adam Cole in the qualifying match going into the big pay per view that was coming up. So yeah, it was good to see that, and congratulations to Ishii.
Sure was, and I really thought PCO was going to come down there because him and
Yep.
Jonah's been getting into it, and then after Vincent Frankenstein skit from Impact made him come back alive. That was kind of dumb. I didn't like it,
No,
but
me neither.
but anyway, I thought PCO is coming down, but we have found out in the coming weeks on Impact Wrestling that PCO versus Jonah 3 in a monster ball this time. It's like, do
Good.
we have to see it again? I'm like, ugh.
I hope when they do that, that's the ending.
I hope so too. I hope just Jonah ends it for good.
Yeah.
But next we move on to our Impact Wrestling Tag Team Title 8-Man Elimination Challenge, where Violent by Design has to defend the titles, and with them being the champions, they get to enter the last entrant to enter the match. So our first team is the major players making their debut. I know as a tag team, let me get that straight, ladies and gentlemen. As a tag team on Impact Wrestling, they've never tagged before on Impact Wrestling. So Matt Cardona and Brian Myers with Chelsea Green takes on this weird tag team of Jordan Grace and W. Morrissey.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why. I know that Jordan Grace helped Morrissey on the last episode of Impact, beating down Cardona and Myers, but it's like, why does she not just go after, you know, Chelsea Green? But I know she's had to feud with Matt Cardona with the digital title. It's like, that's
Yep.
weird. I thought maybe it was going to be Enzo and Morrissey. That would have been kind of cool if you want to say so, but your thoughts, Michael, on these first two teams going at it?
Yeah, seeing those first two teams going at it, it's really cool to see the major players together as a tag team, but against Morrissey and Jordan Grace, I thought it was like, oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, this match didn't really last too long to start this gauntlet. I mean, you had you had basically W. Morrissey beat down Cardona, then he went straight after Myers to try to put Myers through a table. Chelsea Green, he hit a low blow on W. Morrissey. Chelsea Green started slapping the crap out of Morrissey like nothing, but Morrissey's like, oh, he got mad about it, nailed Chelsea Green and put her through a table. And
Oh
Matt
my god.
Cardona was upset over that. And then after that, ladies and gentlemen, the ref DQ'd. I think he DQ'd Morrissey. Hold on,
Yep.
let me see that. Oh, it was Green distracts Morrissey on the outside, allowing Cardona to roll Grace up for the 3 count. That's what happened.
Yep.
But yeah, and then Morrissey got revenge on Chelsea Green, and so the next team after Chelsea got put it through a table, Cardona went over there to check on her, and he told the ref, he's like, I don't want to go to no, we're not wrestling. I got to help Chelsea. We're done. But no, the ref says you got to face the next team, and out comes the drunks, the Good Brothers, Michael. And boy, did this not end well for the Matt Cardona and Brian Myers, because Doc
No,
Gallows and Carl Anderson hit Matt Cardona with a magic killer 1, 2, 3. It was over, and the major players was eliminated.
thank God.
So the next surprise tag team was coming out, and it was none other than Johnny Swinger, Daddy, from the Swinger Dungeon from Ziggy Dice. It was awesome. It was awesome. They should call themselves the Swinger Thingamajiggers. Why are you
Did
shaking your
he not learn his first lesson when they got the beat by the Good Brothers? 1, 2, 3. No,
well?
stupid.
Well, the match started, and the Good Brother, Doc Gallows, he took Zicky Dice and Johnny Swinger, Daddy, and butted their heads together. Johnny Swinger went flying out of the ring. Then the Good Brothers hit a magic killer on Zicky Dice. 1, 2, 3. It was over, Michael. Then the Zicky Dice and Johnny Swinger was eliminated, Daddy.
Thank God. I
So
did
the
not
next,
want those useless piece of crap back in the ring ever again.
the
They go
next,
back to their dungeon and be stupid idiots.
you're okay. We'll move on. We got your thoughts. So next, the Good Brothers face Big Mac and Rich Swan, the soldiers they call them. I call them just the Big Mac, but anyway. But your thoughts, Michael, on this match?
Pretty good match.
Well, they started off with a double moonsault from Swan and Big Mac to the Good Brothers on the outside, and then it ended with Anderson hitting a stunner into a spawn buster for a near fall, and then Anderson distracts the referee, allowing Gallows to trick Mac on the top rope, and then the Good Brothers hit the Magic Killer on Willie Mack to advance, and Rich Swan and Willie Mack is eliminated.
That's not good.
So next, Honor No More, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett with Maria Kanellis make their way down to the ring. And Honor No More members Kenny and King Vincent provide a distraction on the ramp from the Good Brothers. Taven traps Anderson in a pending predicament, and Kanellis hold Anderson's foot on, down for Honor No More to get the 3 count. And shockingly, the Good Drunks have been eliminated. Your thoughts on this, Michael? Do you think
that was crazy when I saw that? I was like, wow.
so? You think Honor No More is now going to keep feuding with the Bullet Club?
I think so, but we all know they're going to have to kind of wait until the big pay-per-view, because with the Bullet Club going to, hopefully I'm thinking it's going to go to that pay-per-view with AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling dealio that's going on. But it was good to see them getting eliminated.
It sure was. So next who comes out was Heath and Rhino. They come out. I know you're not a big fan of Heath at all,
No.
or Rhino, but they come out next to face Honor No More, and this was okay. You had Heath hits Bennett with a clothesline, allowing him to make the tag to Rhino. Bennett attacks Rhino from the apron as Taven follows up with a springboard kick for 2. Rhino gores Taven to score the victory. I really was shocked that Honor No More didn't go to the finals, Michael.
Yeah, I think so too. That was just, I wanted to see him go to the finals.
So Honor No More got eliminated. The final team enters Violent by Design, Eric Young and Joe Doran with Diener. Hold on, what, Eric? What? Oh, you okay? Okay, you want me to tell them? All right, okay, I can do that. All right, thank you, Eric. Eric wants me to tell everyone that Violent by Design is the best tag team champions in the world.
Okay.
But ladies and gentlemen, this is what happened. Doran sends Rhino into the steel ring post. Young spikes Heath with a pile driver to win the match and retain the Impact World Tag Team Championship. Heath tried to hit another wake-up call, but Eric reversed that, and that's how it ended in that awesome pile driver. Hold on, what, Eric? Yeah? Okay. All right, I'll let him know. And he wants me to tell everybody also, Michael, that Heath is done for good after that pile driver.
Okay.
Your thoughts on Eric Young and Violent by Design retaining and still tag team champions of the world.
I mean, they were my pick to win. I picked them to win to retain the tag titles, because you got to keep the tag titles on them until the big till the pay-per-view that we'll be talking about pretty soon. So
who's your thoughts? Who's going to be the ones to finally take the titles from Violent by Design.
My boys. No. It's always will be sorry, Eric Young, but hashtag them boys. The Briscoe.
Boo,
Go get
boo,
those titles.
boo. Well, we're going to move on next to the Knockouts World Championship match. Tasha Steelz with Savannah Evans taking on Rosemary with Havoc of Decay. And this match was pretty good. I really enjoyed this match. Steelz capitalizes with the blackout, but that wasn't enough. And I was shockingly shocked that nobody kicks out of Steelz' blackout. Nobody. But this was shocking to see that. Rosemary sprays Evans with the green mist and sends her down to the floor, and then after that, Rosemary spears Steelz in the middle of the ring, but this time it's Steelz who kicks out in nick of time. Steelz hits the mid-air cutter and then dumps Rosemary on her head to retain the Knockouts champion, and still Knockouts World Champion Tasha Steelz. Michael, your thoughts on the match?
I already knew they were going to win that. It was just point blank they were going to win.
Exactly. So we move on to Tom Hannafan and Michael Rayrault talking about the next pay-per-views happening in Impact Wrestling. The next one will be on May 7th on Impact Plus, Under Siege. Are you looking forward to that show, Michael, with Little Build?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to them for a little build into the other one.
Exactly. I don't like a 2-week build, though. It's just not enough.
Yeah.
But most of those matches are probably going to build to Slammiversary, and it was announced that Slammiversary will be on Sunday, June 19th, and they return home to Nashville. And Michael, Slammiversary's the past couple of years has always been in July. So they're actually putting it on the actual anniversary on June 19th, where the first ever TNA show happened on June 19, 2002.
Yep.
Your thoughts on that? I think that's awesome to see it on that date.
Yeah, I'm happy for that too.
And it's on a Sunday, not a Saturday. So Impact's going back to Sundays, maybe for this just one time, I'm guessing. But it's good to see it. It's good to see that we get Slammiversary, the anniversary show on the actual anniversary of TNA. And I'm so excited about it. We'll talk more about it in just a little bit. But we move on to our main event of the evening, the match that has been built up for six long months since Bound for Glory of last year. Impact World Champion Moose defending his championship against the walking weapon, Josh Alexander. And what a match this was. Great storytelling from start to finish. I love this match. The crowd was so hyped during this match. They were loud. It was great. This was worth every penny, Michael. This match alone, actually. Every penny. That's all I have to say. This was great. You had awesome spots. We also had a tribute from Josh Alexander. He hit the Styles Clash on Moose. I guess he's a big fan of AJ Styles. Everybody on Twitter said, well, could this be a hint? Could we get AJ Styles at Slammiversary, or could it be announced that he could be going into the TNA Hall of Fame?
Yep.
Who knows? I would love to see it. I think AJ deserves to be in the TNA Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame, in my opinion. He built TNA. He built Impact Wrestling. He was the first ever wrestler hired to TNA by Jeff Jarrett. So, he deserves it. I'm not a big fan of how WWE is treating him at the moment. They're not never putting him in a world title picture anytime soon, and he should be in the world title picture. Not what we're having right now in WWE. I get it. Roman Reigns is their big star right now, but yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, I think AJ Styles should be the one that beats Roman. And there's rumors of Cody beating Roman. I don't really care. But anyway,
Yeah.
we're going off topic here. But anyway, Josh Alexander, his Styles clash, and then into an ankle lock on Moose. That was one of the big spots. Josh Alexander also in the match hit a C4 spike on Moose in the early middle of the match, but Moose kicked out of that. Moose kind of got mad in the match, went for the turnbuckle, ripped the turnbuckle off, threw Josh into the turnbuckle, knocked him out, and hit a spear. Josh kicked out of a spear, and then at the end, Moose exposed the other second turnbuckle and hit Josh through on the buckle bomb. Puts the buckle bomb on Josh, but Josh comes back because Moose went for a spear after that. But Josh kicks Moose as he went for the spear at the end, and Josh hit the C4 spike on Moose and got the pin 1, 2, 3, and your brand new Impact World Heavyweight Champion of the World, Josh Alexander. So congratulations to Josh, and let's not forget when Josh's entrance, when he came down to the ring, he had his little boy with him who came down to the ring dressed like him, which was so awesome. And then at the end, Josh's wife and his little boy got in the ring and celebrated with him, and that's how Impact Rebellion went off the air. Michael, your thoughts on this awesome main event that was worth every penny? The Styles clash that Josh Alexander did to Moose, the ankle lock, the spear that Josh Alexander kicked out of, the turnbuckles being ripped off, and Moose got the advantage on Josh Alexander. Your thoughts on that situation, Michael?
I thought it was a good match. I thought it was really awesome. I love Josh Alexander. I have all the time, and it's good to see him win it.
I love this match. If I have to say my match of the night, I would say this match, the X Division Championship match, and the 8-man elimination tag team challenge match where Violent by Design retained. But man, I really enjoyed this main event. It was great. But man, I really liked how Josh Alexander. I really liked how Josh Alexander paid tribute to AJ Styles. I mean, AJ Styles was a big part of the company back in the day in TNA wrestling. He had he was in the opener of the first ever TNA show in the asylum. And what the asylum? It was the Von Braun Center in Huntsville, Alabama. But still, it was the opening match that AJ Styles was in with Senshi, or Low Key at the time, and Jerry Lynn versus the Flying Elvises. But that was awesome for Josh to pay tribute to AJ Styles. That's our review for Impact Wrestling Rebellion 2022. I've already done said my matches of the night. That's Josh Alexander and Moose, the Tag Team Elimination Challenge match, and the X Division Triple Threat match. Those are my 3 matches. If you want me to put them in order, it would be the main event, it would be the X Division, and then it would be the Tag Team Challenge match. Michael, your thoughts on your matches of the night, and then we're going to rate Impact Rebellion 2022.
Well, I already knew my matches of the night were going to still be the Josh Alexander against Moose, and yeah.
So that's awesome. And now we're going to rate Impact Wrestling Rebellion. I actually rated 10 out of 10. There wasn't a bad match on this show. I really enjoyed it from top to bottom. Your rating, Michael?
Yeah, I get a 10 out of 10. I thought it was a really good pay-per-view. We already know sometimes with smaller pay-per-views, they don't get much of a respect, but Rebellion getting that respect. I think I hate to say it, but I think it's a little better than what we used to do back in TCW.
Exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will now talk about Slammiversary a little bit. I have a few announcements for the channel in just a few seconds. But Slammiversary 2022, Michael, what kind of matches you done talked about? Several matches you would like to see. So let's not talk about we done did that. So let's talk about who we think might be at Slammiversary. Let's talk about like some legends in the past, some people in Impact or TNA era. Could they come back to be on the this 20-year anniversary show? Here's my people that I would love to see come back. I would love to see if Impact could get that a working relationship like they did with Mickey James for the Royal Rumble, which there wasn't really too much of a relationship there. Impact really didn't get anything but a mention, really. But you know, but I would love to see AJ Styles if WWE let Impact have him at least for one night. If we don't even get him at Slammiversary, maybe they can announce that he's in the Hall of Fame and he can appear at Bound for Glory instead. That would be okay, in my opinion. I would also love to see the founder, Jeff Jarrett, be at Slammiversary doing something, maybe an in-ring promo or just something. I know he's back friends again with Scott D'Amore, so it could happen. I would love to see James Storm, Chris Harris come back. Maybe a one-time match. It would be cool to see America's Most Wanted back together. Uh, I would love to see, those two are free and they're not with WWE. I was going to say Robert Roode, but that's not happening. Beer Money's not happening. I would also love to see a throwback, Michael. I would love to see Alex Shelley, Paparazzi Productions come back and they bring back Johnny Devine. That would be cool. That
Yeah,
would be
that'd be
cool.
pretty cool.
And Kevin Nash. Bring Kevin Nash, Johnny Devine, and Alex Shelley. Put them together. Throw the Paparazzi Productions old theme out. That would be epic to see. I'd love to see that. Let's see what else I would love to see. I would actually also love to see some throwback stuff. Like the Paparazzi Productions I was talking about. That would be cool to see. I would also love to see some legends. I would love to see Samoa Joe be on Slammiversary. That would be cool, but that won't happen with Tony Khan because Joe signed with Ring of Honor, so that probably won't happen, but I would love to see it. I would love to see Christopher Daniels. I would love to see they could bring in the old disciples of the new church, Slash. That would be cool. James Mitchell. That would be cool. I know he does some Impact appearances every now and then. That would be cool to see Father James Mitchell come back for Slammiversary. Abyss won't happen because he's WWE. That's another story. But I mean, you have all these guys that's was in TNA era. But Michael Miner, I said who I wanted to see at Slammiversary. Who do you want to come back for TNA's 20-year anniversary?
I would like to see Jeff Jarrett, like usual. It would be good to see be a shocker to see the Young Bucks. It used to be called Generation Me, but you already know they're not going to be coming. Who else should we see? Would be awesome to see back in Impact? Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
There's the big one, Samoa Joe. See him back because we haven't seen him in Impact Wrestling since the TNA days with him and Kurt. It would be cool to see Kurt Angle come back for a 20-year anniversary. That would be really cool to see him just come out and say hello to the fans. Even give a handshake to Josh Alexander after his match and say, "You do a better ankle lock than I did back in the day."
Yeah.
But yeah, it would really cool to see AJ. It would really cool to see Bobby Roode come back, but with the whole TNA thing, um, how about a dream match? Austin Aries against oh no, Ace Austin against Austin Aries for
Oh,
that X Division Championship. Now that will be a good match to see because after Under Siege, you'll have Ace Austin talk so much crap saying, "Yeah, I'm better than this person. Yeah, better than that person. Yada yada yada." And then here comes Scott Demore say, "Oh, you say you're the better than anybody? Well, let me see here. You're going to be in a match. Well, we'll just say a triple threat match against Austin Aries and Black Machismo.
oh, that would be epic.
Jay Lethal coming back. You'll face those two at Slammiversary. Don't like it. There's a front door. Don't let the good Lord kick your butt on the way out.
That would be epic. And I also forgot a group that I would love to see come back at Slammiversary. If it's only a one-time deal, I'm going to turn the camera over right here, ladies and gentlemen. You see it right there. Hold on, right there. Aces and eights return to Impact Wrestling.
That would be really cool to see them come back because then that will you could build that up towards Slammiversary with Honor No More against that
Yeah,
team.
just think about
Remember, D'Lo got taken out.
it.
You have
Exactly.
D'Lo come back and say, "You know what? Honor No More. You want to take me out? Well, I brought some friends with me."
Yeah, he'll say, I brought the band back together, and we have D'Lo Brown, Doc. We have what's his name? Snitsky. Is it Snicks? And Brian.
No,
What's his
Mike Knox.
Mike Knox? Yeah, not Snitsky. What am I thinking? Mike Knox and Garrett Bischoff. Because I know all four of those guys are free, and we got Doc Gallows in Impact now. So anyway, it would be cool to see it. It makes perfect sense because Honor No More took out D'Lo, so it makes
Mm-hmm.
perfect sense. Would you think it would be a shocker to see Bully Ray come back as still the leader of the Eights?
Oh God, that would be awesome.
That would be epic. It seems like Scott D'Amore, it should happen. Come on, Scott D'Amore, if you're
Yeah,
watching this, bring the Aces and Eights back. It's been years. I know we've seen the reunion on Lariato Pro Wrestling, but please bring them back to Impact. We need them. We need chaos back on Impact, Michael.
right. I know you got this whole thing dealing with the Bullet Club, but it's just not going very well.
I mean, the biggest storyline in Impact Wrestling MTNA history was Aces and Eights. You didn't know what was going to happen each and every week. They destroyed everybody. They come in and attack people. I mean, it was a great storyline, and I mean, I do know a little story behind it that the leader of Aces and Eights wasn't originally supposed to be Bully Ray. It was hint supposed to be Jeff Jarrett. That's
Hmm.
another story. But that's our conversation, our discussion about Slammiversary 2022. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you. That was it from Impact Wrestling Rebellion Review Show. Hope everybody enjoyed that. You heard it here first from Michael Miner. So stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. And what, Eric? What? You got any word on the update on the owner? Nothing. Well, you know what? I'm going to go talk to the owner right now. Eric, close the show. I'm out of here.
Thanks for watching the TNA Wrestling Fan Zone. Stay tuned next week for more fun, action, entertainment. Brought to you by GTM Productions. Be breezy.
That's why he get him top, like he belong there. And when he taking off, it's like he own hair. Trying to hide now. Whoa, whoa, we on the night. Whoa, whoa, yeah, come on the night. We on the night. Yeah, we on the night. That's right. Are you ready? Here we go. Let's get it started. Illuminate the darkness. You know who go the hardest. I roll out the red carpet. The night is strong and it belongs to us. Yeah. The time has come. Now raise them up. When we hit the streets, it's a main event. Like we landed on the moon. Nothing been the